Time for a very rich, happy movie, but nevertheless has some melancholic aspects to it. It's by the master Japanese director Ozu, and it's one of my favorite films from him. It's Good Morning, coming up next. Good Morning is an absolutely wonderful movie. It's very short, 90 minutes, but boy, it does so much with so many characters in 90 minutes. I'm just amazed by how rich so many characters are. There must be a dozen really well-constructed characters in this movie interacting in different and interesting ways. This movie has a lot of plots in it, so it's really hard to pick out a main plot. And by telling you one main plot, I'm kind of lying to you. If there is a main plot, though, it's that there are these two boys in a Japanese family. They're very interested in having a television. But their parents are traditional, and they're seeing TV being introduced all over their neighborhood, including across the way. The two little boys go across the street in order to watch TV. The parents are very reluctant to buy the TV, but the children, you know what? They're going to throw a fit. They're going to go on strike in order to get a TV. Movies in part then about problems between parents and children, one of Ozu's favorite things to probe and depict in his movies. Generational conflict, what's the future going to be like, how are kids going to grow up these days, what are they going to be like as opposed to their parents? And will children pass on the traditions of their parents, or will they break with the traditions of their parents? Those are some of Ozu's favorite themes, and they come up in this movie, I find, in sort of a happy way. The children throw their tantrums, but they also criticize the parents. They realize that the parents sometimes are insincere in public. The title Good Morning of this movie actually comes from a poignant scene in which one child, he must be 11 or 12, tells the parents, you know, you're always saying good morning, good evening, you're always using formalities, but you're never really honest.
ほれほら、怒られたじゃないの。余計なこっちゃねえや。欲しいから欲しいって言ったんだ。
それが余計だって言うんだ。
だったら、大人だって余計なこと言ってるじゃないか。こんにちは、おはよう、こんばんは。いいお天気ですね。ああ、そうですね。
バカ。
あら、どちらへ？ちょっとそこまで。ああ、そうですか。
And so while this movie is critical of the children, it's also critical of the parents. Now that's not all. I said there are a lot of subplots, and indeed there are. One of them is that the wives in this neighborhood need to find out where the dues for their society went. And the women in this are actually kind of funny. They go around trying to figure out if anybody stole money or if in fact money was paid to their little society. And they suspect the people with newfangled inventions in their house, including washer and dryers, including TVs, might have taken the dues money and used it for those new things. The movie set takes place in a small, I think newer neighborhood where the houses were very tightly built together. And you see a lot of this narrow alley, narrow sidewalk stuff where interaction between the houses. So you get not just pictures of individual families, and there are 3 or 4 families in this movie, but also how they interact when they're living together in such a tight community. And there's 2 levels to this movie. There's the lower level where the houses are at, and there's a higher level, a hill above the houses, where the kids and other people walk back and forth to a town or to the school. And oftentimes in this movie you'll have the children elevated above the parents or the adults because they're walking on that hill above while the parents or adults, particularly the women, are below. Ozu likes to play with the visuals here, inverting parents and children, putting children above the parents. There's so much more to this movie. I find that in 90 minutes, this movie probably contains about 10 to 15 sitcom plots. And a normal movie would have picked just 1, maybe 2 of those plots to use for a movie like this. Not Ozu, he's going to take 10 to 15 sitcom plots and mix them all together in fascinating ways. If you're an American, this movie will kind of look like 1950s TV. I'm reminded of Andy Griffith, Leave It to Beaver, Father Knows Best, My 3 Sons, a lot of domestic sitcoms from that era. And I have no doubt that Ozu was watching Japanese sitcoms like that on TV, or even American movies and sitcoms. The movie's intentionally riffing on the question, what good is TV in the modern world?
誰だったかテレビなんてものは一億総博地下のもとだなんて言っていますしね。
ああ、それか。けどそれは何のことです？
いや、日本人がみんなバカになるって言うんですよ。
While it's critical of TV and the introduction to it in society, it's also using TV tropes, and it's in a medium that TV uses, which is video. So the movie is at once honoring the medium of video and criticizing it. It's the same thing it does with each individual character. It's the same thing it does with each generation, whether elderly, parents, or children. Ozu has a lot of fun in this movie with the visuals. In fact, I have to say this, there are a lot of fart jokes in this movie. Unusual for Ozu to do this, and in fact, if you look it up on YouTube, this movie, the first few hits you'll get are about the fart jokes. So you can ask the question why he uses them, but really they're just part of all the subtext and layers of this movie. Being an Ozu movie, everything in this is delicate, everybody is dignified. Ozu is a master of the film medium, and you know what? Only a highly advanced civilization can make a movie this profound, complex, and interesting. I find Ozu's movies to be like delicate flowers. They're beautiful and interesting and intricate. And really, I do like his color movies, I think, a little bit better, that appeared late in his career. Good Morning is one of his best works. You gotta go see this. In fact, you ought to watch it several times and try to study it, because of course this is Ozu. Every shot matters and everything in the shot matters. Have I sold you on this movie yet? You definitely ought to go watch it if you call yourself a movie lover, if you love great art, period. If you've seen this movie, what do you think of it? Please let us know in the comments. And please subscribe to this channel. I would really appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.
Of course, madam.